It is true there are 12 of us. This is what I was told when I became a wisdom keeper, that there are 12 of us living on this planet right now, and we have all been taught lessons from the other side, the same lessons. And we all have very special or significant duties to our planet. My duty is to teach the people. One, he goes from indigenous tribe to indigenous tribe, sharing the message from each tribe to the other tribes. One is specifically working with that energy on our planet that is moving. But the 12 of us live all over the world. One in Africa, one in the States, we are all over. And we all have our own specific job. But out of respect, I will not name them. If they want to be in the public, then that is their right. And we talk on the telephone or meet in meetings, or we use what is called our window. And I call it my picture show, but a screen will open and we talk back and forth. And it's very interesting because we will experience what the other person is experiencing. We use crop circles to know exactly when something is going to happen. We literally use them as a map for times and dates and what degree on a map or what degree on planet Earth something is going to arrive. So we use crop circles a lot to tell us where to go. And for instance, these spirals that we've been seeing in the sky all over the world now have been seen all over the world. There are crop circles that tell us when they're going to be, what date they're going to be on, and where exactly they will go. We read these, we go to that place and wait, and then it happens. So we use them as maps. We have also been told by the indigenous elders, before the great shift, we would know that our star brothers and sisters are real. Many people think that the star beings or aliens are just something in film or story. But very simply, they are as real as you and I. I am not a crazy person. I am very normal, average, just like you, but I have seen them. I have talked with them. They are real. They have existed throughout human history. Every indigenous culture on this planet has a knowing of the star beings. They have a written history of them. They have been here always, but they have hid themselves because we are afraid of them. This is not a story or make-believe. They are real, and now they are being seen by thousands of people. Just a couple of weeks ago, there were several over Manhattan in New York. They sat in the sky for thousands of people to look up and see. On 10/10/10, the date, hundreds of them were seen all up and down California, right there for everyone to see. On television, the ex-government official of Canada stood up and made an announcement live to all of the people that they had been interacting and knowing the star brothers and sisters for a very long time now. Great Britain has disclosed all of their information about the brothers and sisters from the stars to its people. India is preparing to have a public live speaking to its people about their information of working with extraterrestrials. Last month, China had to shut down their airports due to the traffic of discs in the sky. 2 weeks ago, New York had to shut down its airport due to large ships in the sky. NASA is letting go of their filmed tapes that was taped from the space shuttle of watching the discs come over our planet to where the thunder and lightning storms were happening. And this year, NASA released also that we in the United States sent a very large message out into the universe with the coding of our DNA, the structure of planet Earth, how our body is structured. They sent this message out, and we received an answer back with their DNA, the structure of their planet, how their body is in relation. Not only were we answered, but the very large answer came in a crop circle in front of the very tower that sent the message out. This is not a story, it is real. This is not make-believe, it is reality. Crop circles are very, very real. We, the wisdom keepers, look at crop circles that tell us in the shape of the moon what day and time the next spiral is coming. So there are different ways that we can be in the heart and live from the heart. One is to be in that good open heart space. And there are some things that we can physically do as well. We have taken and used crystals for a very long time, and now it is time to give back. Crystals are very, very powerful. Crystals have the ability to hold and retain vast amounts of energy and knowledge. Do you know the smallest crystal can run the largest computer in the world? And this is why when the Atlanteans started to lose their homeland and they left and went to different parts of the world, the one thing they took with them were their sacred crystals. They took with them very, very sacred crystals full of knowledge, love and light, and the 13 crystal skulls. And now these crystal skulls are all over the planet and they are coming back together. It is a very big and very important prophecy that before the world changes and goes through the great shift, these 13 crystal skulls will be brought together. And now they are coming together, but not all 13, but they are slowly coming together. And it is said when the 13th one is put together, that all of their knowledge and all of their love will be brought to planet Earth. They are real, I have seen them, and they are not made by human hands. We do not have the technology to carve a crystal the way these have been made. They have no carve marks, not even by laser. The grandfathers of indigenous culture say that these were gifts from star beings who brought them and gifted them to us. And within each crystal skull, all 13 come from a different place, and within them is their knowledge of their life and where they come from and all of their wisdom. Crystals are the most powerful thing we have on planet Earth. As well as the 13 crystal skulls, they also took with them very powerful crystals about this big. And now they have been given to me to keep in my care. And now, in the last year, they are being asked to be put back into very sacred points and places of Mother Earth. They go into intersecting ley lines, and ley lines are very strong, very powerful energy lines that very much are real and inside the planet. Ley lines are real. It is energy within Mother Earth, much like the veins in our body. These crystals carry such a huge love vibration and the knowledge and wisdom from ancient times. And now they are being put into the earth, into the ley lines, so that that energy disperses out into the world. And now, for the first time since the time of Atlanteans, these crystals are being placed back into the ley lines of Mother. The first one that was asked to be placed was placed in Santa Fe, New Mexico of the USA. It was placed in ancient Native American sacred holy lands. The second was to be placed within the redwoods of California. These redwoods are not just trees, but are called the Grand Elders. And it was placed deep within, inside of a tree that was hollowed out, and it went deep within, inside the tree. Third, I was sent to the Hawaiian Islands, where the kahunas met me and took me to sacred land. And there the crystal was placed on the island Maui to gift back the Lumerians their crystal. And then I was called to go to the north, and I brought with me the sacred crystal which was placed inside the earth of Sweden. And after this journey is over, I go to New Zealand with a beautiful sacred crystal, and there the Wataha people, the ancient Lumerians, will meet me, and we will go to the sacred lands, and their land will be blessed with their sacred crystal. As these crystals go into the earth, they link with one another inside the ley lines, and their love and their knowledge go out into Mother Earth and up through our feet into our body. Many, many beautiful prophecies are coming true. And now on planet Earth we are receiving beautiful, huge amounts of energy that are coming. And little by little we are starting to digest and learn how to live with more energy. One of the most powerful things we can do, and I've began and already started to teach this, is to give your healing prayers and your love to Mother Earth inside the crystal, and then put it in wild or natural waters. Water carries energy very, very quickly. and our waters need to be healed very much. There is something very special about water. For what you put into water, then the water evaporates and goes to our air, and then it falls as rain back to the planet. So all of the blessings and prayers that you place into this crystal and then put in the water goes back up into our atmosphere, into our air, and falls back and washes to the planet. So not only does your prayers go into the water, but it goes up into the air and then falls down on all of the plants, on the animals, on the flowers, on the soil, onto us. So this is very, very important. When you pray to your crystals, do it with all of your heart's intention, because it makes a huge difference on our planet. It is something that each and every one of us as individuals can do, and it is so powerful. This is how you, as a single individual, can literally change your world. So those of us with crystals, let us be aware that we can do this, and let's go outside and do it. Our animals here on this planet have a soul, and animals are always speaking to us. It is only us that has shut the door on speaking or listening to them. They do not speak with words, they speak through emotion and feeling. Animals feel everything, and if you listen to them, you will feel how they are feeling. When you are in a big, wonderful, loving state and you are open and you are loving, it is amazing how often animals will come right up to you. Because they feel your kindness and your love, they are no longer afraid. Anyone that knows me loves to go for a walk with me because the animals are always coming. In California, when we did the Redwoods crystal ceremony, we had to walk through the forest. And very soon a whole herd of elk came and surrounded me. And all the other people were like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. In Arizona, before I came on this trip, we sat outside and prepared to talk, and wild bobcats came running and sat with us. The animals love us. If you open your heart, they do not fear you. They wish to interact. Animals have been my best friends since I was very, very small. When I lived in the forest alone since about 8 years old till about 12 years old, animals are who took care of me. A little fox used to come and bring me food, and my best friend was a great horned owl. When I would run away from home after something bad would happen, I would run to the wilderness, and he would always be up ahead, flying with me. And he would always bring me mice to eat. And so I would pretend to eat it. And then sneak it under the log. And one day I was at home and I went out to be with the horses, and I heard a big whoosh noise. And I turned around and he flew right into my chest. And I held him and I felt his last 2 heartbeats. And he died there in my chest. And when I went to remove him, his talon was stuck in my heart. And so I carry him around with me always. Animals love us very much. All we have to do is open our hearts to them. There are some very, very special animals living on our planet. There are 3 animals that live on our planet that hold more love and light energy than any human being. Dolphins, whales, and elephants. They are so wise and so beautiful and so full of love. It is true, their energy is higher than humanity's, and they are keeping a high vibration on our planet. And when they die, that energy dies. That is why it is so tragic when the whales die, or when an elephant is killed. They are so sacred.